I was not gonna allow this ground cherry to grow in the middle of my bed because look how much it's spread out. But I decided after a while to just leave it there because by the time I was ready to weed it out of the bed, it was already producing flowers. But look guys, look at all the ground cherries on this. And it's very well fed with chicken compost because I prepared the bed. And as you can see, I still have some sweet peas in there, so that's what I pretty much planted in there, and the rabbits devoured it. So that's the main reason why I decided to keep the ground cherry in there. But there's tons of ground cherry on here, and this was a seed that overwintered and germinated right here in this raised bed. So I just left it after the destruction of my sweet peas because the rabbits kept coming back and destroying the plants. And then the stems are now re-sprouting after such a long time. Let's see. There's a sweet pea in here trying to grow. Look at that. And it's because it's covered by the ground cherry. So it's serving its purpose. We are going to enjoy some ground cherries off of this plant. Look how huge it is. Took up the whole entire width of the bed on that end. Then we have another one I left right in here, and it's doing the same thing. And I did not plant any ground cherries this year, but I can tell you I am welcoming the fact that these overwintered and germinated in the spring, and now I'm able to harvest ground cherries from these trees that just popped up on their own. Some people don't like it. Oh, this one was like half ripe and I must have knocked it off, so I'm going to eat it. This is going to be a little tart, but it's so flavorful, I think. That was a good pop. And there's also another tree right in here in this area. There's actually two trees right there. And what I've noticed is that they don't need a whole lot of care. Once the seed germinates, look where this is growing, guys. Right next to my fire pit. Ground cherry. It's not as big as the one in my raised bed, but look at that. Just growing right here, and I didn't plant this. There's another one right here also that I didn't plant. Ground cherry. I don't know how these seeds got in this container. I had some soil in here actually. The bottom is not cut out. Like we don't have holes in the bottom of this one because I just had the soil in it. And we have ground cherries all up in here. So I guess we're going to be harvesting a lot of ground cherries. Look at that. Ground cherries everywhere. So I guess once the seeds get some soil, any little bit of soil to grow in, and they germinate, yeah, it's a go. So ground cherries are going to be growing everywhere. There's another one here. There's a bunch of trees right there, and they're not that big. If you notice, some of them are taller, some of them would spread out more, and it depends on the area where you're growing them, or where they're growing, I should say, because I'm not growing them, but they're just growing. So yeah. And the fun thing about this for me is that I'm going to be enjoying this, just walking the yard and enjoying it with my grandson because he loves picking berries and, you know, eating, just picking it off the trees and eating it. So we're going to be out here harvesting ground cherries. You can also grow it in containers because I've done it before. I've grown a ground cherry before and overwintered it because it is a perennial in warmer climates. So I wanted to do that experiment and overwinter it, and it worked. Brought it outdoors and it did bear fruit that following year also. So, and like I said, that one was grown in containers. So if you want to grow a ground cherry in a container, go ahead and do so. Just overwinter it in a colder climate, and in the warmer climate you can definitely keep it outdoors. This is all for now. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next upload.